I have one of my favorite Monday guests. I have Dan Smith with Friends of Mountain Rescue, and we've had a good week this past
An
week.
excellent week. Nothing happened in that week. Nothing happened in Eagle County, except maybe the Burton, but nothing untoward happened, which
No,
was
that's
always good.
That's wonderful.
Always
and
good.
So some questions on that. What is the avalanche danger at the moment? Did nothing happen because everything is good avalanche danger wise, or were people just making good choices this weekend?
I'll put my faith in maybe mankind, though I'm bound to have it shattered. Maybe people did things right. Maybe there was enough action on the mountain. Maybe
They're listening to you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that would be yeah, that'd be real special if they did. No one else does. Snowboarders tend not to be your backcountry problem. They get there. I mean, especially split boards, but split board is so hard to climb with. You know, if you're going to do that, get towed. By a snow machine. I think the snow conditions weren't that good either. Right now, the danger is moderate near tree line and above tree line, and low down below. But people have to understand, there's no such thing in the backcountry as safe. There's safer, and there's less safe.
And there's good choices.
And there's good choices, and there's bad choices, and then there's letting other people make your choices for you, which is generally not a good idea. People that get hurt in the backcountry, especially in avalanches, generally it's a group dynamics. 5, 6 folk go out, and there's one that is the dominant member of the group, and he or she may or may not have the skill set, but we've worked so hard. Yeah, I know. When I did some tests, they didn't turn out too well, and I jumped, and cracks ran out from my skis, and I keep hearing this whumping sound over my shoulder, but let's go anyway. That's the wrong answer. The mountains have been here for millennia. Most people haven't been here for millennia, but if you live here, that mountain's going to be here next week. And if you're our guest, that mountain will be here for your next trip. The question is, will you be here? And if you make bad choices, that can get answered for you by the mountain. It has a mind of its own. It doesn't care.
Right.
So you're the one that has to provide the brain, has to provide the ability to say no.
And that's hard in a group
Oh,
dynamic.
boy,
It's hard to be that person who raises your hand and says, when everyone else wants to go, hey, this test is not coming out right,
And I'm the wuss. I'm not going. Well, that's what it is. But most rescue organizations work on all to go, one to say no.
And then the ability for that group to stay together. Yeah. If one person feels that something is not safe, you can't just leave that one person. You
go at the speed of the slowest skier, or the slowest snowboarder, or the slowest guy on a snow machine. You stay together as a group. A group needs a leader. All groups will develop one. It may or may not be the right leader. It's nice if you pick it at the start and just not let the person with the loudest voice be the leader. We've had 16 avalanches in Colorado this season so far, and we've had 8 people buried and 4 people killed. That's low compared to last year. We do have a month and a half or so left. Let's try and not make that any bigger. The snow's heavy and wet, and when heavy wet snow hits you, it hits you a lot harder than light fluffy stuff. Light fluffy stuff, a couple of feet of snow, and an avalanche that's maybe only 6 inches deep hits you right on the side and knocks your skis out from under you. Now you're going for a ride downhill. And if that's a nice flat surface and there's not a lot of snow and you're going to stay on top, that's goodness. But if there's a ravine and you're dropped in that ravine, all that snow is going to come down right on top of you, and that's probably not a good thing.
No, absolutely. And we're going to take a quick break. We're going to get a check of that local weather. And then we're going to talk about some things you can do to keep yourself safe whenever you do go out into the backcountry. So let's get a look at that local weather.